Hi YouTube! In today's video I want to do a 10 facts about me video. I hope I can bring you better videos that won't be boring and will be interesting, because that's why I do YouTube in the first place. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. Fact number 1. I'm Australian, born and bred with Chinese and Dutch heritage. I get a lot of questions, oh, where are you from? Someone thought I was from the UK. Yes, I know I'm wearing a UK jumper in this video, but I'm not from the UK. I'm born in Australia. My mum is from Taiwan, not to be mistaken with Thailand. Taiwan is the fact is that because I'm Dutch, I have a really unique last name, and people are always pronouncing it wrong. I've had being called ostrich and all sorts of things, but for the purpose of this video I'm not going to tell you my last name, just for safety reasons. 2. I'm actually a really shy person. I don't make friends easily, and it takes me a while to get used to people. Like, if I know someone really well, I can sit down and have a conversation with them and be fairly outgoing, but I've always been shy, and it's been really hard for me to make friends easily, and that's sort of another reason why I wanted to make YouTube. I find it really easy to talk to a camera, and I'm trying desperately, really hard to overcome my shyness and become a more outgoing and confident person. Fact number 3. I have 2 jobs. One's a paid job and one's a volunteer job. The paid job is, I started that in July 2013, and it's at a nursing home, and it's a kitchen hand. You know, so basically I help prepare the dishes, the drinks, do the dishes and serve coffee. It's not the best job in the world. There are some nights I just can't be bothered going, but it does help pay for things, and I have been able to go on trips from it, so it does help to have a bit of extra pocket money. My second job is at a martial arts school, and it's a volunteer job. I started that in May 2013, and I had no previous martial arts skills. My brother has been learning there for 4 years, so he's now black belt. I'm only like a pro green belt. But basically I just go help out once a week, and in exchange I get free lessons, which helps me as well. And from that I have been able to improve my skills, and now gradually I'm being able to teach more and interact more because I improved my skills. Fact number 4. I was born a breech baby, so I was the first child and I was a breech baby. I turned in my mother's womb and I came out feet first, born by a C-section as a result of that. And as a result of being born breech, I also became pigeon-toed and have problems with my feet even to today. I have wore orthotics in the past, which have helped, but now my left foot is slightly bent outwards, like it'll go like this, and if I try and push it back when I walk, it helps a little bit, but then it just naturally goes out there. And also my toes, my big toe is pressed down like that as well, so I do have problems. And I also suffer from hyperhidrosis. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but basically that is excessive sweating. And I've had it on my hands, and I've had it on my feet as well, and it's caused problems for me during primary school because people never wanted to hold my hands because it was sweaty, and the teachers always thought I was licking the pen and stuff. So that is as a result of that. 6. When I was 16 years old, I had an operation to try and stop my hyperhidrosis. it stopped it on my hands, but as a cause of that, it's made my feet somewhat worse. It was quite scary to have an operation at 16 years old. I was totally knocked out, and then they went through armpits through a tiny little microscope, kind of like collapsed my lungs, and then they restarted it or something. And then I stayed overnight in hospital, and the next day I went home. My mum wanted me to stay a bit longer because it was really horrible afterwards when I came home. But I recovered quite quickly, and then I went on a trip. That was in 2010, so I went on the trip afterwards to Taiwan for 3 weeks. That was in December, and the operation, I can't remember when it was, but I have a certificate too in community services and childcare. I did that while I was in school. I got approached by like one of the teachers who's career expert, and she kind of was like, oh, do you want to do a course? And I did try to enroll in vet nursing, like certificate 2 in animal care or something, but all the public schools, they got priority, so it was really hard to get in. And then my second choice was hospitality, and my third choice was childcare, and I got into childcare. So my friend and I, we did 2 years, we did a certificate 2 in childcare, and none of us pursued that as our career further. And I also have a certificate 3 in digital media technologies and a certificate 4 in IT general. For someone a few years ago, I think it was 2013, and I got paid over $200 for it, so that was really, really good. It wasn't the best website, but I did try, and I did put a lot of effort into it, and it was really encouraging for me, for someone to do that for me, so that I was able to get a bit of money, and also it just really encouraged me as well. Fact number 8. I am obsessed with pandas. I love pandas. I had an auntie that stayed with me and stayed with our family for quite a while when my sister was born, and I was really close to her. It's my mum's youngest sister, and I called her Mummy Panda, and as a result, like, she always gives me panda things, and I just love pandas. And when my classmates like, oh, I got these panda earrings, do you want them? And panda games. Let me just show you some. That auntie, Mummy Panda, because I think that story became because she was going to China, and I knew that pandas came from China, and I called her Mummy Panda. Okay, so this is my panda pillow pet. It's kind of mushed now, like all the stuffing has gone to one side, but I sleep with it every night. Took it to Tasmania with me, and it sleeps on top of my pillow, and I lie on it. It's super soft. Never too old for pillow pets. Then I've got my Panda Boo game. This is a game that I got when I was in Taiwan 2011. My auntie bought this for me. Panda Boo game. Then I've got panda toys, and this is another panda game as well. These little panda figurines. Panda games. So yes, I am obsessed with pandas. Fact number 9. Fact number 9. Fact number 9. I had stitches in my forehead because once we went camping with some of our friends, and I got really bored, and there was a bike there, so I started riding. I know I borrowed someone's bike without asking them, but I was just so bored, so I got on the bike and I started riding around, and it was gravel road and I was going around the circles, and then I decided to like have a race with myself, and I went around and I took a corner and I fell off my bike and I ended up with stitches in my forehead. Probably can't see them now, but they have faded out, but if you do look carefully, sometimes you can see there's a patch. I think, if I remember correctly, it was 8 stitches, so I ended up in hospital, in the emergency department, and then they had 2 girls and a boy, and my mum and their parents, they went for a walk, and my sister, my brother and I were left behind with their dog. And yeah, we got back, and then there was my dad called my mum and said we're in hospital. Emma fell off her bike, and yeah, and these people were there. They're kind of like helping me up. I can't remember if I cried or not, but yeah, it was just pretty scary. I think I may have only been 13, 14 when it happened. I was quite young anyway. And fact number 10, last fact, I have broken my arm before. I was going just down the road. Oh, I'm so clumsy, honestly. I was just going down the road to post a letter box, something in the letter. I was going down the road to post a letter into the letterbox. Then I fell down. I think I was running a bit, and I was wearing Crocs, and I fell down, and I was walking back, and I was like, my arm is really hurting, and I told my parents, and then they took me to the hospital, waited for hours, and then they said, oh yeah, it's nothing much, it's just a sprain, and they put like one of those protection things on it. Oh, it was my right arm, so they put like a, I don't know what it's called, but one of those strap things. And then a few days later they called me back and they said they found a fracture, and then I had to have a cast, and I had to go back like so many, every couple of weeks I had to go back there. I'll see if I can find the photo and upload it. But yeah, so I've broken my arm as well. I think that happened when I was in year 8 or 9, and it was my right hand. So that was really bad as well, because I'm right-handed and I had to try and write with my left hand or use a computer. So that's all, folks. That's 10 facts about me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I really wanted to do this video so that you guys can get to know me better, and I'd love to get to know you guys better as well. So tell me, what is your favourite video of mine, and what video you didn't like so much. I am always open to feedback, and I am always trying to improve my videos and make them more interesting to watch. I hope to do videos every week now. I am starting back at uni this week, so it will be a bit hard, and I've got to do 2 exams, one tomorrow and one the day after. Watching, and don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and hit that subscribe button. I'm hoping to reach 50 subscribers by the end of September, and maybe there might be an awesome giveaway or something like that coming up. And yeah, so please don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and the link's in the description, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.